Hi guys. Okay, I want to give you all the answers I have to getting into acting. I have gotten that question numerous amounts of times. Like, how do you get in? How, you know? But I'm gonna tell you everything I know, because honestly, like, I'm a beginner too. I mean, 3 years now is still a beginner, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so don't tell me otherwise. But I'm gonna tell you everything that I know and how I got to this point. For instance, I just booked a role on a movie. And like I said, this is just my experience. So please, like, if you're like a big time actress, don't come on here. Okay, don't come on here, because you probably have more experience than me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I just want to tell you everything that I did in order to get myself to where I am now. So I've been doing this for 3 years, and I have now booked 4 roles. So I did a commercial, a short film, a music video, and the next one is the movie. So where did I start? Burning question, you know what I mean? Because I actually do have a lot of people from my hometown ask me, like, how did you get into this? So I'm gonna tell you, you know what I mean? Stop freaking talking, girl. Tell us. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know what you were thinking, okay? You were like, girl, shut up. Okay, first things first. You need headshots. I promise you, nobody's gonna take you serious if you don't have professional looking headshots. And honestly, you can achieve that yourself. Like, get a ring light, get a backdrop, and take some on your phone camera. I use a camera. I use an M200, and I have not taken my own, but I have seen tons of people take their own headshots, and they look great. So just get yourself headshots that look professional looking, and those are extremely important. Trust me, extremely important. You won't even get past the initial process of getting an audition if you don't have professional headshots. You just won't. And that's unfortunate, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Luckily for us, we don't have to spend that much money. You can literally get a backdrop from Amazon, a ring light, like I said, for lighting, and then take some and go into a photo editing app and work your magic. You can do it, I promise. If I could do it, you could do it. Mine were taken on my front lawn. I got a photographer to do them, but he didn't have a studio, and he was mobile, so we literally set up a studio in my front lawn. I'm not joking. My headshots, you would never know, but they were taken outside on my front lawn. Yeah. So that's very important. Get headshots done, because people want to see what you would look like on good camera, good lighting, good, whatever. Next thing, practice. So whether that be, if you can't afford an acting coach, like a lot of people can't afford an acting coach, that's very expensive. I have taken a few classes with an acting coach, but let me tell you, it took me an arm and a leg to get it. Like, it's pretty expensive. So if you can't afford that, that's fine. But you need to be practicing monologues on your phone, on TikTok, whatever. Nowadays, we have TikTok. So you can use all the acting sounds that are at your disposal. At your disposal? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm sticking with it. So you can use all those to film yourself and see what you look like acting. And honestly, that's the best way I have found to practice on my own is TikTok. I'm telling you, it has helped me immensely. But if you don't use TikTok even, you can go on Google, whatever, and type in monologues and find one that resonates with you, set up your camera, and just film yourself. Just see, that way you can tweak it for the next performance. And honestly, I find a lot of joy in filming myself. Side eye. So this is fun for me. I love to film myself. I really do. So it was never a question of like, am I going to be able to do this because I can't practice? No, I was going to practice because I was going to film myself regardless. I love being on camera. So I just film myself and replay over watch them, see what I can do better, and do it better, you know what I mean? But also, there is acting class. If there isn't any in your area, you can always do it via Zoom. Everybody's doing that nowadays, and that's actually how I did mine. But research your acting teacher and make sure that they are reputable and you're gonna get real knowledge from them, and make sure that you resonate with them. Like, they have to give you a burning passion in your soul, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They have to make you want to do better. They have to inspire you. So absolutely, if you can afford it, take acting classes. But if you can't afford it, get out front of your camera, film your monologues, and fix your performance every time. Just keep going. Yeah. And next step would be to join Backstage. Now, this does cost money. It is $27 a month, I believe. But you have access to all kinds of casting auditions around the world. And Backstage would essentially be your manager. If you had a manager, your manager would be getting you gigs, auditions. Your manager would be submitting you to different auditions. If they see a role that they think you would be good with, they would submit you to it. But with Backstage, you can essentially submit to any role you want on your own. It allows you to put like your social media in, your headshots, it allows you to upload photos, and you can submit to as many casting calls on Backstage as you want for that $27 a month. There's also ones like Actors Access, which I heard is a little bit better than Backstage, but it does cost more money, and I'm just not in the position to pay for Actors Access right now. But if you are, I would definitely recommend Actors Access versus Backstage. But I don't have any complaints with Backstage. I actually like it. It's user friendly, it's cheap. Actually, $27 a month is not that cheap. That's pretty expensive. But if you pay for the year up front, you can get $80 off. Either way, you have to pay to submit yourself to most things. Without Backstage, I wouldn't hear about any casting calls other than the Facebook groups that I join, like in the event that I see something there, which actually is where I saw the movie. They were like, hey, we have a audition on, because it's for Seattle, like it was like the Seattle actors group, and they wanted Seattle actors to have first dibs. And I'm in that group because I live in Vancouver, Washington. So I ended up, in that post, they said, hey, we have a ad running for a movie we're shooting. The casting call is on Backstage. And luckily I was able to just go audition because I already had Backstage. So Backstage is killer. Also, I don't have Actors Access, but a lot of people love it. I was rudely cut off, but I am booking roles and I am gaining confidence with every single, you know, thing I audition for, thing I book, thing I do. But honestly, my advice to you, if I could have gotten this advice, which I kind of did because I went to YouTube, like I'm making this whole video for you to gather all the advice that I found. You feel me? But honestly, if I could start over, I wouldn't do anything different, because all of these things that I just told you about have led me to where I am now, and I just booked my first movie role. So yeah, it's not a lead role. Don't get your hopes up. I got my hopes up. But it is a good role. I'm very grateful. I would have been the freaking tree in the corner that doesn't talk if you needed me to be. You know what I mean? As long as I'm there and learning. But also, another point, you always have to be learning. Don't ever go into anything thinking that you know everything, because you don't. Trust me, you do not. If you think you know everything, then this is not for you. You have to always want to be learning. Like, you have to thrive in learning, because learning makes you better. You know what I mean? So my best advice to you is join TikTok. Join TikTok and practice all the sounds you like. Find out what kind of actress you want to be. Do you want to be TV? Do you want to be film? Do you want to do commercials? Like, you just have to, you have to start somewhere. And for me, starting on TikTok was great because I had the sounds, I had the editing, I had all of the things. And then you have an audience at your hand to give you their opinion on what they thought. Now, don't let the opinions of the internet hurt your feelings, okay? Because sometimes it can be very mean. It can be very mean. Yeah, but keep your head up. I am so excited to take you guys on this journey for the movie with me. And I hope this advice helped you guys. I wish I would have gotten all of this advice in one video when I started. So that's why I wanted to do it for you. If you liked any of the... Hello? If you liked any of this advice, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time.